Hey everyone, AWS Agent Registry just launched in public preview. I wanted to do a quick video overview of the base capabilities and then how I integrated it into my agent platform, Loom. Here you'll see I created a agent registry. I have 9 records already pre-configured, and they are in a variety of different statuses. And I'll show that lifecycle in a bit. These 9 records are associated with the runtime resources that I've actually got deployed in my account, with the exception of one, demo example 1, which I will actually configure in Loom when I show the demo there. If I go back here, I can actually create a record here, and let's just create a YouTube and then example for YouTube, and 1.0.0, and you'll see that there are 4 different record types: MCP agent, agent skills, and custom. I'm just going to do MCP for now, and you'll see that actually there are a variety of different versions. I'll stick with the latest, and I've pre-configured an MCP server definition here, and this is my utilities MCP server, and you'll see that I have a number of different tools associated here. So I'm going to go ahead and create as draft. So draft is the first state of a particular registry record. At this point, let's suppose I'm doing development on it, then I can perhaps update it and submit it for approval. So you can imagine at this point, maybe a platform engineer would actually go and review, test, validate that this MCP server is good for enterprise use. At that point, that reviewer could either approve or reject it. And let's suppose I'm going to approve and say reviewed and validated, right? And so maybe that's, again, a good enough. And at that point, it is available. It is approved and available for use. And you see that that is now approved in there. That's the core capability. The other capability then is the ability to do both keyword and semantic search, which I'm going to skip and show in my platform. So I'm just going to delete this one because I don't want to carry this one over for now. And I'm going to then go into Loom. So this is the base catalog capability. You'll see that these are different agent cards. You'll see that I have this registry, which currently has nothing available to it because I've not yet configured it, MCP servers, and 8AA agents. So the way to then configure the registry with Loom would be to come into this settings section here. I'll then take the agent registry and just pop it in there, hit save, and in the background, it will then go and be enabled. So you see that it enabled it with a particular ID. It now says governance workflows are active. So if I go back to the different views again, you'll see that now I have bubbles that indicate the status of those particular registry records based on what was in the registry. So you'll see that some of these are approved, status, and pending approval. So customer support is in pending approval, right? And so there you go, pending. So, and then similarly, now we come into registry and you can actually see all of the different resources that were available. I can also go into table view and make it a little bit easier to actually see the status of all of them. So we'll do 2 things here. One is demo example 1 is one that is in draft status. So we can actually go in here and view the descriptors, but we can actually go then through the approval process. So the same thing that I did in the console, now it's pending approval. I'm going to go ahead and approve and say, again, reviewed and validated for demo use. Okay, I'm just going to copy that, confirm approval. It's now approved and the approval reason is in there. I did mention before that demo example 1 is actually not in the registry yet. And if I come back to the registry, you'll see that demo example 1 is actually missing. That was actually a resource that was deployed in Loom. So if I go back to the catalog, you'll see that it's now listed here as unregistered. So I can actually click in here and actually click the register button. That will then create the registry record and put it into draft status. So you see draft status. I could go through the workflow here, but maybe I'll just go into the registry view and you'll see demo example 1. And again, now it's the same process, reviewed and validated for demo use, confirmed approval. So that's just a quick overview of how I can actually now integrate the AWS Agent Registry into an agent platform, in my case, Loom, but again, maybe for whatever yours might be. That was a quick overview. Hopefully that was helpful and illustrative of what you can actually now do from a governance and discovery standpoint with AWS Agent Registry. Thank you. Hopefully that was helpful.